Yeah, it's very exciting, especially with the group we have here. We think we can make a good run for it. So it's always the best time of year for hockey. So I'm excited.
How much do you know about the rivalry with these guys? I know they're a pretty familiar opponent. So what's kind of been the talk on the ice, the emphasis as you get ready for more against the Penguins?
Yeah, I never got to play them yet, but I know they see each other a lot. They're just down the road, so obviously it's a big rivalry, and the way everyone talks about it too. It's like I said, it's gonna be exciting.
How much does it help for you to be able to come in for a few weeks and get acclimated with the team, with the program, with the style here, with this coaching staff and your teammates before you head into the postseason?
Yeah, it's definitely good to kind of get my feet wet before we get into the more important games and things like that. So it's good to kind of get to know everyone, get to know the team and the way they play. So it's good.
How do you feel about your game right now? About 10 games in here with the Phantoms.
I feel good, and just looking forward here for the playoffs. Hopefully we can get it done there.
Are the matchups starting to come a little bit easier for you? Not that it's ever going to be like easy, but
I like the matchups on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no matter where you're playing, it's kind of just go out there and play hockey and try and worry about your own game and yeah, it's definitely I've gotten more comfortable as I go on here.
Yeah, a lot is made of the jump from major juniors to the AHL, but you were in the NHL at the beginning of the season. This is a different game from the NHL too. Maybe you've kind of now experiencing that firsthand also.
Yeah, I think everything's different, and at this point in my life, I'm lucky enough to have played in a lot of different leagues, especially in the past year. So it's good experience for me, and hopefully it helps me.
How beneficial is it for you to get to play in playoff intensity here? It's different than what you've had the last couple of weeks, probably.
Yeah, obviously, playoffs is always more exciting. Always, a lot more. Everyone's got more to play for. So, at the same time, it's more exciting for us and easy to get up for those games. So, I'm really excited.
You come in here at 18 years old, and I look at you and I have to kind of remind myself how young you are. You feel like you kind of fit in here? I mean, you're the youngest of the whole bunch.
Yeah, I hope so. I think, like I said, I kind of just my whole life just try and come to the rink, have fun, and not try and worry about that stuff. So, I feel fine out there, and hopefully I fit in well.
Special teams are really important in the postseason, and it felt like these last few games, the power play has gotten back on track. I know it's a smaller sample size for you, but what's been working with those couple of units from your perspective these last couple games?
Yeah, I think that starts with the coaches. They give us a good plan. If we follow that plan, I think it's pretty easy for us. And there's obviously a lot of good players here on this team. So I think everyone tries to make each other's job easier out there. And for me, it's been pretty easy to play with those guys. We've been good at communicating and passing the puck and things like that.
We know your skill set and your speed, and there's been a lot made of that. But seeing you on the ice, the hockey IQ, and I think that really pops, where you know where to go, know where you're supposed to be, even with a new team and at a new level. Where does that come from? How do you get to that point where you can read the play so well and jump into the professional game like this?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just trying to be in the right position for myself offensively and defensively. I think the coaches do a good job of explaining the game plan and kind of communicating with me, especially coming in such a short time. And the players here are really good at kind of being in the right spot, and I think that starts the coaching. So I think it's pretty easy for me to kind of just play free.
Jett, when you went back down to Guelph after playing a short stint there with the Flyers and you got named captain, what did you learn? Being a part of the leadership group down there in Guelph, and what can you kind of bring to the AHL and the pro level from that experience?
Yeah, it was cool for sure to be able to be captain of such a great group, and we had a lot of young guys, so I was kind of just doing my best to kind of teach them the basics and kind of lead by example. That was kind of my style of leading, kind of just doing the right thing day in and day out. So for me, just kind of continue that there, even as a young guy, if I can just be doing the things day in and day out to kind of just show them and show other people. That's my way of doing it.